It's on the.
I see. There you go. Yeah, I found it. All right. Thanks.
My pleasure. Sorry, I'm just setting up the stream so others can watch us. All right, so that should be going now. Let me just check the YouTubes. So others can watch us. All right, so that should be going now. Perfect. Those wanting to watch, and for those wanting to watch. Cool. All right. And so I just wanted to create one more hotkey for Kyoto's player board. Let's do that. Control 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then the rest I'll build as we go. All right, so a couple quick things. I've locked all of the components that you can see around your player board. So if you click them, they should just jiggle and not move. You can't drag them around anywhere. You can zoom in and out with your mouse wheel, obviously, or you can actually scroll across the board by right-clicking and then moving the screen. Other things, it can be hard maybe to see your card. You don't have to zoom in with your mouse wheel to do that. If you just hold the space bar and then highlight something, it'll blow it up for you right in front. Oh.
Connection lost.
Hold on, that was my phone disconnecting. Just give me a second. All right, so this is where VORPAL may not work. When I have all of the assets in the room, reloading into the room with all of that at once didn't work for me in the past, so we might be pooched. I might have to start all over.
Oh no.
Let's see. Fingers crossed here.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Nice. That worked. We're in business. Okay, so that's how you can blow up cards. The other thing you can do is if you zoom in, hold on, sorry, let me close this door. If you zoom in on your character board, so you have a little bit of room below it and above it, but mostly all of your view is your character board, and then you press Control and then 1. 1 will now be a hotkey to go to that zoomed in view really quickly. And then if you zoom out so you can see everyone's board plus the screen, and then do Control 2, you can quickly flip-flop between those two views without having to zoom in, scroll, zoom out, all of that. Okay, so that's how you can kind of create a easier navigation. lagging a little bit here. Does that look well centered to everybody?
Yep. It's fine.
All right, so I'm just going to lock that one so we don't accidentally move it. Okay, so does everyone have that hotkey set up for both views?
Yes. Yep.
Nice. Okay. And I'm doing a photo stream so that hopefully our connection's better. So there's a delay. Like my hand's under the camera right now, and that took about 3 seconds for it to populate. And so it sends a photo like every 2 seconds or so. So you can like indicate where you want to move your character, and I'll be able to do that in real time. There'll just be a little bit of a delay. So for the purposes of running a dual session today, I'm just going to start off assuming that most of you have watched a stream, know some rules, and just kind of dive into starting the narration and or the narrative and see where your choices take us. All right?
Yes.
So this is just starting at the beginning of the narrative. Tar Pit, City of Vampires. Through cunning and stealth, the party finally arrived inside the walls of Tar Pit. Deep within the city lies the keep that once housed the royal family before their slaughter at the hands of the Vampire High Council. In the lowest levels of the keep is the royal vault, and within that vault rests an artifact that may help end the storm. The party sought a brief respite at the twins' estate, a safe house of sorts in a city filled with bloodthirsty villains and countless perils. The home of the vampire twins is a house divided, not by animosity, but taste. Each room decorated by Alexander sports ornate furniture and fine silk curtains, while Alexandra prefers blood-stained walls and piled skulls. The party gathered in Alexander's study, served hors d'oeuvre, I don't know how to pronounce that, by his human thralls and resting their weary bones by a roaring fire. The council meets at the keep often. It is heavily guarded, Alexander said, pouring himself a glass of blood from a pitcher. You could always keep your appointment, Vanessa. Adina rolled her eyes in frustration. The vampire's mutual feud with Vanessa was becoming tiresome. Do you have any real suggestions, Alexander? Who said it wasn't a real suggestion? Accessing the vault would be a mere formality once we're inside, and I can think of no quicker way to enter the keep. And no quicker way for me to be executed, Vanessa said flatly. A bonus, to be sure. Blood? Alexander mockingly offered the pitcher to Vanessa, but it was quickly snatched by Alexandra, who began drinking its crimson contents without even pretending to first search for a glass. What about Daver? He works in the keep, she said, after finally finishing the pitcher. She then casually dropped it and took a seat near her brother. The closest thrall, a woman of no more than 20, robotically knelt next to the pitcher and began cleaning the small drops of blood spilled on the polished wooden floor. Alexander slammed his glass down dramatically on the armrest of his chair, spilling more blood for his thralls to clean. Daver? I'd rather take a bath in holy water than owe that imbecile a favor. Who is Daver? Adina asked distractedly. Her attention was split between the conversation and sorrowfully watching Alexander's thrall clean up after him and his sister. The priest had already made so many compromises to get here. What would she become by her journey's end? Would Yadra forgive her? Could she forgive herself? Alexander tossed his glass into the fireplace, shattering it. He's an advisor to the council, the most important advisor if you ask him, and the least important if you ask anyone else. What power he does possess, he has gained by exchanging favors with all manner of riffraff. So, people like us then, said Vanessa. Charming. I suppose I could arrange an introduction. His manor is not far from here. Be prepared to be sent on a ridiculous errand in exchange for his aid, however. So we're going to go to his manor. And we went over this in previous videos. We're now sort of in a safe house, House Patra. From there, in a normal campaign, we would have several options that we could choose from. In the purposes of the demo, we're locked to just go to Davers Manor, so we're just going to head there. So turn to page 6. So the party followed Alexander to Davers Manor, an impressive home distinct from its neighbors, firmly placing its construction after the vampires invaded Tarpit. Every brick, window frame, and door shined from a fresh coat of pale gold paint, giving the house a garish feel that was likely not intentional. Davers' private security greeted the party at the door and ushered them to the back of the house. The long hallway leading to Davers' private office was packed with relics, antiques, and artifacts from around the world, more than a few of which Vanessa was sure were fake. The guards did not enter the office with the party, but could be heard milling about just outside the door. Davers stood from behind his desk, an extravagant oak monstrosity with intricate designs carved over much of its surface. Vanessa immediately recognized the telltale swirls of rune magic, the same sort that covered a large part of her face. What's more, she had seen the desk before. It once resided in the lobby of the gilded house of the Nair. The thought of a vampire resting his feet upon it immediately filled Vanessa with seething rage. Davers stepped forward from behind the desk to shake Alexander's hand, his own sparkling from an absurd number of jeweled rings. Ah, Alexander, what a wonderful night for a visit from good friends. I wasn't aware you had friends, Daver, Alexander said slyly. He took Davers' hand and then made a quick but obvious glance at Vanessa, a simple trick to entice Daver to do the same. Daver took the bait, sizing up the party before focusing on Vanessa. Still keeping unusual thralls, I see. Wait a moment, that eye patch. Daver physically recoiled, backing into the desk and knocking over a few quills and a strange idol made from bone to the floor. Alexander, is that Vanessa von Bront? Easy, Daver. I decided to take a page out of your book and keep my mind open to mixed company, Alexander said, winking. Daver retreated back to behind his desk, never looking away from Vanessa. I've never worked with a bloody Nair. What on earth could you possibly hope to... We need to gain access to the old royal vault. Alexander picked up the bone idol and placed it back on Davers' desk as he spoke. Now look at me, and then look at my companions. I know the gears are already turning in that small mind of yours. Go ahead and ask for your favor. Daver fell back into his chair. I couldn't possibly... Any favor. Feel free to think big. Yes. I could think of a task or two. Proper reimbursement for the danger this whole affair puts me in. Vanessa's anger had not subsided, and the longer Daver sat at his desk, the more she felt that damning the world would be worth it if she could just put her hands around his throat. She grabbed Alexander's shoulder and pulled him back hard to face her. Can I just kill him? So we come to our first vote. There's 4 of you, I'm not included in this, and so your vote is to kill Daver or to not kill Daver. I will just say that, as you probably know from previous streams, killing him will end the demo. It will lead to a fight, but it will end the demo. So there won't be any real story content or progression after that. I'll leave it to your discretion.
Let him live.
Mm.
I have 1 for Liv.
Vanessa wants to kill him.
Okay, 1 for Liv, 1 for kill.
Well, if I have to pick for Adina.
So she would probably say, let him live.
Yes.
All right. 2 to 1. Who are we missing?
Who are we missing?
He says kill. For some reason, we can't hear him, but he's on the Discord.
Oh, he's on the Discord. Okay. Who is it? Is it a blonde? No.
Yodel.
Click on leave on the top and then just join.
Kyoto wants to kill. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. He wants to know if he can reconnect and come back in. Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It's me that reconnecting causes issues. You guys can bounce in and out. So we have a tiebreaker, it sounds like.
Any rules for that?
Roll a die, perhaps?
All right, guys, can you hear me now?
Can hear you now.
Yeah.
Back on the game. Sorry, I hope I didn't disturb anything.
No, not at all.
Okay, great.
So it looks like we have a 2-2 vote for letting him live or killing Daver. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll a d6, and if it's 1 through 3, we'll let him live, and if it's 4 through 6, we'll attempt to kill him. Does that sound good?
Perfect.
All right. Whoops, that's the wrong dice. Hold on.
Yeah, I
D20.
added one, and now I don't know how to remove it. I just misclicked to roll it.
Oh.
Oh, there,
So-
there. I managed to remove it. It isn't. Yeah.
Got
But
it.
it's the lower half, so let's just keep him alive, maybe.
All
Or
right.
not. All right.
Death.
All right, we're going to kill Daver. I've never seen this before, so this is new to me. Page 8B1. And it immediately generates an encounter. So,
Perfect.
a very, very tight encounter, it looks like. Okay. So, for the purposes of just putting them on the board, we have Alexandra. Bear with me just as I set up the encounter.
Is there a way to identify the characters on the board?
Other than you having a painted mini,
Right. I saw that.
you have that jade-looking club. The enemies will be marked by their number. They will have indicators on them.
Right.
But everybody else...
Who's the other painted one?
Vanessa, and that's Daver. Give me one moment, I'll be right back.
I love Darby. You enter a room with a advisor and blood spilled everywhere on the ground.
So these are 3D printed resin, so they're quite delicate. A couple of you probably remember me breaking the torch off of Adina last session. I had her upstairs. She's partially painted. Y'all still hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So ruined columns.
Oh.
And there's
Is it lagging?
and 4 target guardsmen. Three. So, winning conditions for this fight are all enemies are slain, or all heroes are eliminated. There's 4 ruined columns, which can provide cover if you place yourself behind them. Dabbers on one side. We're all lined up in the middle, and there are 4 guardsmen entering from the opposite end of the room after we decide to kill Dabber. Like so.
Okay.
So I'm going to put indicators on them and now just set up the cards that we need within VORPAL. Anything else? Slay all enemies, defeat all heroes are downed, rest there is. And then adversary deck will be 5 standard adversary cards and 5 advanced. And it doesn't look like there's any special indicator for how many targets are placed
Oh,
on.
I can't see the board. I only see the board from the beginning.
Say that again?
I only see the board from the beginning, not the
Yeah.
new one.
You don't see the new board?
Yes.
I do not.
I see the new board though.
If you don't,
Me too.
just leave the room and then pop back in.
Ah, there.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting the view here.
Uh-huh.
I'll leave it like that. And just drag this down a little bit.
All right, so Alexandra is the slightly lighter miniature on the picture, right? Standing next to Kapak.
Yeah, so here
Alright.
is Vanessa, here is Kapak, here is Alexandra, she's got her claws out, and then Adina is right here. She's got lightly purple sleeves and a dark gray base.
Yeah, all right.
And now I just need to grab the game components we're going to need. Y'all caught me unaware for this fight. I didn't think this was going to happen. Everyone usually votes to skip this.
But why though?
Just because the demo ones. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 is how it is set up. So
Is Daver's card out here somewhere?
No,
Okay.
but it will be momentarily. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag here.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn off my webcam and just see if that helps a little bit. So on the bottom right of the screen, you can see I'm just finding the enemy boards that we need. There's one. There's the other. The rest we don't need. So I'll delete those.
Small, simple encounter.
Okay. So, Daver, the closest tar pit ally, makes a free activation when he takes his first turn. The closest ally will take a free turn, so that's dangerous. And then Coward Strike, he'll advance, attack, and then retreat. But he. Okay, and then help me damn you. The closest tar pit ally makes a free activation. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. He's got 22 health. The guards have 18 health. All right. And then in terms of the hero targets, I'm going to remove all of them. And discard the deck. And we need Kapok, rather. We don't need Alexander. We need Adina. We need Vanessa. And we need Alexandra. We don't need Winter. So we'll duplicate that. Oops. Duplicate this one. Duplicate that one. I'm just generating the target decks for the adversaries. Duplicate that one. And I'm just going to create a new deck called Target Deck.
Intervene doesn't really make a difference in this setup, right? So if you attack Carpet Guardsman, instead you attack Carpet Guardsman standing next to him. So
Any attack against an adjacent ally targets guardsman instead. Yeah, so if you want to hit one, for example, target number 2.
exactly.
Yeah, you just have to pick the other one. Okay, and then it said 5 basic targeting cards. Let me just draw 5 of those. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me just move. So there is a little bit of deck management here, but this is much better than me holding up cards and us taking photos with our phones. And okay, almost there. So the only other thing is the turn order. And I'm going to, it goes one of us, Daver, then the 4 guardsmen, and then the remaining 3 of us. That's the turn order. So maybe you guys want to discuss where you want the heroes on the board, and who wants to go first and why.
Okay.
I would suggest Kapak goes first so that he gets near the enemies. So if there's an adversary card that targets the nearest enemy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Or the other way around, Medina putting her behind one of the obstacles, so she's less likely to be targeted, or more far away, because we have 2 cards for every character, so chance is nearly equal. But when she moves, let's see, 2 steps away, the guardsmen can't reach her anymore because they have a movement of 3.
That would be helpful.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think it sounds pretty okay. Do we decide where which heroes start where on these 4?
Yep, you do.
Okay. In that case, if for example Dina moves behind the pillar, we would want the rest of us to not be standing in a line like this because of the elegant strike of the target guardsman, which attacks 3 linked adjacent fields.
Right.
We would want to not all be hit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So perhaps if it's fine with you, if I could have Vanessa in the bottom of these, then perhaps Adina right above.
Yeah, that's
How's
fine.
that?
And then Alexandra on the upmost point where Vanessa is standing right now. Looks good to me. Yeah. And I'm not really sure if you should attack Dever, because attacking Dever means 1 more action for the spearman.
Yeah, it seems really strong.
Yeah.
So we should get rid of the guardsman first, I guess.
Sure seems like it.
Yeah. But yeah, well, when he's activated, he activates 1 guardsman, and if he's attacked, he activates 1 guardsman.
Again.
So, yeah, not attacking him is also pretty dangerous because he has 6 dice, right? So
Yeah, but he will always activate a guardsman when he's attacked. So if we all 4 attack him, he activates 4 guardsmen.
Yeah,
true.
that's tough. I think it's best to take down the guardsman first.
All right.
Okay, so now I'm just building the turn order. And I actually, in the demo copy, I don't have a turn order card for Dabber, so I'm just going to use the Tar Pit Captain.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine. Can you still swap Alexandra with Vanessa?
Alexandra with Vanessa. Oh, you want Vanessa on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's when we attack more than one character, it's better for Alexandra to take the hits because she gets rage. And Kapak is likely to be hit because of his skills. So.
Target Guardsman. Number 4. Go here. Draw a table.
So that's
Guardsman 1. Draw a table. Number 3.
Have the figures been moved? Because I'm still seeing the original
the figures
start.
have been moved, yeah.
But Alexandra and Vanessa haven't changed yet, right?
So the figures have been moved.
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
It may just
now I
mean,
see it. Yeah.
it may just mean that if that happens, it may just mean that you need to drop out and then rejoin into the room to see the updated view. And so you guys want Adina to go first?
Update that picture.
I think so. I'm fine with Adina first. Sounds like a good idea.
Me too.
Okay, so there's the turn order. It's now locked, so it can't get moved around. And I'm just going to zoom in on that for the purposes of the... And do just those 4, that's a 6 there. And then 7 here. And there. Okay. So I'm ready for you guys to start whenever you are.
I guess I have to reconnect because I can't see the
It's interesting that chips moved. Like I said, not without its glitches. Lock. There we go. Okay. 6. 1. So Adina, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the beginning of your turn. Your character, just to review, has a base damage of 4. And she has 4 movement with the wing symbol there on the top right of her card. And in terms of her special ability, she has chain healing, so she can heal all targets that are linked, meaning one space away from each other, for 5 if she builds up enough power to use it, or smite, which really doesn't apply in this scenario. And so your hand of abilities is the green deck just below her board. and you get 5 cards to start. And so if you right click on that and say draw to table, we'll all be able to see it. And you can just line them up horizontally underneath that deck. And then you double click that card to flip it.
Okay, it doesn't work. Oh, wow, no. Okay.
Am I the only one unable to see what's on the cards, though?
You can't see what's on them?
I can't. Oh, now I can with one of them.
Yeah.
Yep, dash.
Take some time. The other is still gray for me.
There are also 2 gray guardsmen up in the turn order track for me, but that's okay. I know what they are.
For me, the tokens moved away again, and
Yep.
my guards are all gray.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So there's
I
going to be
remember the turn order. The turn order is pretty okay, though.
Yeah, it's fine. It's easy to remember. So
There's only one card that's gray for me. The second from the right.
Okay, so there are your 5 cards. And then so don't draw anymore. So that's what you got.
Okay, I only see 4.
I also only see 4. No, wait, there are 2 on top of each other.
Oh, no. Okay. But that's gray.
Yeah. Do you think they will load if I leave and come back?
Probably.
I will try doing that.
I guess I have to do it too.
Yep.
how was drawing again? I mean, I could draw 1 card, but I can't draw. Oh, I just have to click the white box. No.
And so everybody else can draw their first 5. Just keep them face down underneath your board. Like, don't look at them yet. And for the sake of maybe stream improving and less glitches, Kyoto, maybe you want to turn your webcam off and just see if that helps you.
All right, so I turned off my camera. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just got a connection loss removing components.
Yeah, I
So,
can't see any
let's see.
components anymore. It's the wonders of technology.
Well, this time there's less components in the game because I deleted a whole bunch that we didn't need. So
Yeah.
hopefully we won't have an issue here. And that everything will pop back right where it should be.
That would be perfect.
Refreshing data. Oh, there are my cards.
Are the cards working now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we should pick our first 5 cards, you said?
Yeah, just grab your first 5, but keep them all gray, face down, so nobody can see them yet.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't get how to draw a card. I'm sorry.
So right-click on your green deck, and then
Yeah.
click Draw to Table, and just do
Yeah.
that. Do that 5 times, and that'll create.
Okay.
you doing, Adina?
Okay. So first, I'm gonna play Empower,
Okay.
and I guess I give it to Buck for his shield bash, if he wants it.
Sure.
Okay, so Adina is playing Empower, which an ally gains 1 power. So I'm going to grab 1 power and give it to Puck. I don't know where that disappeared to. There it is.
Okay, then I'm playing Minor Shielding, and I guess put on Vanessa, I think, so that she won't get a damage.
By 1 barrier to self or an ally. And barrier is just good for 1, basically, attack against you, in that nothing happens.
Okay.
And I don't think I have a token for barrier, but
Does barrier stay until I'm attacked, or does it go away at some point if I'm not?
Till you get attacked.
Until I get attacked.
so I'm just going to put a marked symbol on Vanessa. That will serve as her. There we go. Okay. And so did you just return that to the bottom of your deck, or how did you? Oh, I see. You're just putting them off to the side. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm discarding Rebirth for getting 3 power. Pain Healing.
Discard 2 to revive a down ally with full health. So you're discarding that to get 3 power. Okay. What card would you like the 3 power on?
On Chain Healing.
Chain healing. Okay.
Yeah, Smite doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, and then I guess I'm moving to the corner on the right. Just to get out of range.
The pillar on the right, the bottom right?
Yeah.
Down there. All right. So moving 2 spaces to there. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And did you want to do anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Okay. And so you have 2 cards left. You're done your turn, choosing not to attack anybody and hiding behind the pillar. Great. So now let's take a look at the turn order. Those pieces just do not want to stay put. Pull them back over, but they're just going to move again, I'm sure.
Okay, Lucas, don't forget to refill your hand because you did not do any damage at the end of your turn.
All right.
So that means you refill your hand?
It's
Yes.
Adina's passive. activity.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the tokens just keep jumping back up there. So, anyways,
Yeah, my
they're
cards
not going to
too.
stay put. We'll just have to remember. Okay, so guardsman number
Ah,
one.
I guess it's if you use your numbers. I set the view with the cards on the bottom with control 1, and
Yeah.
always when I click on 1, all the cards are getting down again.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So using the hotkeys pulls the cards back.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe don't do that.
You always have to refresh that hotkey.
Okay, so Tarpit Guardsman number 1 is going to activate. So we're just going to look at his card here quickly. So he has a movement of 3, 18 health. He's level 1, and he's going to advance up to 3 spaces to the closest, not to the closest target, to whoever he pulls from the targeting deck, and then attempt to perform an elegant strike. So we're going to flip the first card on the targeting deck, and that is going to generate a card, which we're then going to flip, and it's Overwhelm. So he's going to target the hero with the lowest health, which at this point, I believe,
Adina.
is Adina. So Guardsman number 1 will move 3 spaces diagonally, 1, 2, 3, to get closer to Adina. But I don't believe he quite makes it, unless he has a range of 2 with his pike.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
Perfect.
How do I flip my cards again?
Just
Double click, I think.
Ah, okay.
Okay. And if he can't do Elegant Strike, that's it. He doesn't do anything. So, but he then becomes prepared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's now prepared, which
So-
means
So the first one activating near him will be attacked. Right?
the
First one in
first
range.
person next to him that
Okay.
activates will get an attack. Yeah.
Okay.
And so enemies get prepared, this green token here next to him, when they're unable to actually do anything to the target that they pulled. And so as soon as Kapak or Vanessa activate, he's going to attempt to hit them. Okay, so that was Guardsman number 1. So now Guardsman number 2 is going to activate. So we'll flip another targeting card. And it says change of plans. It's going to target that with the highest health, which would be Kapak, because he has 28. And then you reshuffle the adversary deck. So I'm just going to do that now. So return to deck on the bottom.
Can I just ask, when was Dava in the track?
He's being indicated by the guard captain, because I don't actually have a card for him.
Yeah, but he's not in the track, so I don't remember when he was.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, he goes first. He's before the guards.
Yeah, I thought there was something.
Okay.
Okay, so he would have activated Guardsman number 2, right?
So he would have...
Closest.
Right. Yeah, okay. So let's just remember those 2 cards that we did and start over. So Guardsman number 1 is back here. He is not prepared. Daver would have activated the closest Tarpit ally, which... So Daver would have drawn the first card, targeting that with the lowest health. But he first would have activated Guardsman number 2, who would have pulled his own targeting card, which was the hero with the highest health, so Kapak. So 2 would have been able to advance and attack with a free attack to Kapak. So we can resolve that now. So for his card, he's going to roll 2 green and 2 red and strike 3 adjacent fields. In this case, hitting Alexandra, Kapuk, and an empty space. So 2 green and 2 red. I can't put custom dice in VORPAL, so I'll just roll it close to the board and hope that you all can see that. So that would be 3 basic damage plus his base damage of 1. So that's 4 total. Heading towards both of you. That's not going to do anything to Kapuk because he has a defense and armor rating of 6, so it's below that. And
Yes, one basic attack.
And Alexandra has 1 permanent armor, so she's just going to receive 3 damage.
Isn't it only magical armor? Sorry.
Freck, are you able to pull up the PDF again and double check?
No, that's
Armor.
defense.
It is defense, yeah.
That's defense, yeah.
So that one doesn't chip away.
But did he deal 3 damage total, or did he deal 4 damage total?
So that blocks 1 of the damage, and then 3 gets through.
Okay, in that case, if he deals that much, wouldn't he have taken an armor from Kapuk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
But I'm just wondering where do you find that he's got a base damage of 1?
It's on his card. Left on beside Elegant Strike, there's a number 1. That's his base damage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So Alexandra, here is your 3 damage. I'm going to just put it on top of you. There you go. Kapuk, I'm going to unlock 1 of your armor and just remove that. There we go. So that is the end of Tarpit Guardsman 2's free activation. Daver.
Yep.
Does Daver,
Sorry, nothing.
Does Daver continue to proceed with Coward Strike?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
What was the question?
Because they're just going to want to attempt to complete the first thing on their card. And if they can't do that, then they go to the next thing. So I think he only starts doing Coward Strike
Once he's
after
alone.
all
When there's no
guardsmen are
ally
dead.
in.
There's no delimiter line between it, so I think the first thing is 1 action, actually, because there's no horizontal line between the 2.
Hold on, I'm going to pull up one other example. Here, I'll put it under the camera. Here's Guard Captain Sever. She also doesn't have a line between them, but she wouldn't do both of those things in 1 turn.
Yes, the Coward Strike, he only does it when there's no target ally.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I think he only
He
does
will.
get them. And then once all the guardsmen are dead, then he would start doing Coward Strike.
He
Yes.
will sit back and be lazy and wait.
Yeah. He
Makes sense.
He strikes me as that kind of guy. Okay. And then...
Then I have one more question, because the Tarpit Guardsman attacked Kapuk, but he also attacked Alexandra. Does Alexandra get 1 power or not, because he's just standing in the way?
So let me just read her card again. Gain 1 power whenever this hero is attacked or slays an enemy. I mean, she's still attacked. She still got hit.
Yeah.
So she gets a power.
Okay.
Which card would you like it on?
We have -1 because Adina's with us, right? So, yeah, do the leap attack, please.
Here we go. Okay. All right, so that is the end of Daver's turn. And it doesn't say anything about him moving here, so he just hangs out. And now it would
Great
be
guy.
Tarpit Guardsman number 1's turn. So we're going to flip a card. Oh, crap. I didn't actually shuffle it. Let me return to deck bottom. Because that second card we drew suggested that we should shuffle the deck. There we go. Draw the table.
By the way, you forgot Hawk.
Oh, the hawk. Yes.
Oh, right. How does that even work?
It's just another minion on the field.
It's a small companion, right?
Yeah, so if an enemy jumps on his square, they switch places. So he's not space occupying, but he can help get flanking.
Yeah.
There we go. Hawk incoming. Where would you like your hawk?
Where would I like my hawk? What options do I have? Like all the way around me, or what? How does it work?
Anywhere around the four of us on that first starting line.
Okay. In how fast does my hawk fly? It flies 5. In front of me, I guess.
You got it. There is now a hawk on the board. Okay. So Tarpit Guardsman number 1 drew the same card we just saw, highest health, and then reshuffle the deck. So he is going to come right adjacent to Guardsman number 1 because he only has a movement of 3. So he can't get flanking on Kapuk. But he may want to go here to be able to be close to Vanessa as well, or he may want to go just here to hit these two at the same time, which would make sense. So I think he would go here.
Yeah.
All right. So he is now beside Kapuk and Alexandra, and the same thing applies, that same attack, that sweep attack. So we're just going to roll the dice again.
Elegant strike.
And that is a skull, so that's denoted as 3 basic damage plus 1 sword. So that's 4 basic damage plus his base of 1, so that's 5. So Kapuk, again, would not receive any damage to his health, but it would put a chink in his armor. And so I unlocked one, and I'm dragging it away.
Oh, wait. Kapuk has his Solitudes of Unyielding.
Thank you. So Kapuk has these boots, and so when a skull is rolled against him, he can, on each skull, ignore one of the dice rolled by the attacker. I wonder if that means he can ignore the skull.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
I think he has to roll for it.
Yeah, sure. You have
So
to
he
roll
rolls
star again.
he rolls a red die, a red dice, and if it's a skull, then he ignores the skull that was rolled before.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to roll the star and hopefully get you a skull. Nope. It is a sword. Sorry.
Ouch.
So you still take that chink in your armor. And then Alexandra still blocks 1, but in this case, instead of getting 3, gets 4.
4
So she's now at
damages.
7.
Adina! Don't leave me alone.
5, 6, 7. I'm just going to take one of these away. Here we go. Okay.
Remember, you only have 18 health, right?
she has
15 left.
15 left. Okay. And that is the end of his turn, but per the change of plans card, he targeted Kapuk, and now we have to reshuffle the adversary deck. So I'm putting that card back in.
One short question. Mephisto's Kiss does +1 max AP and -4 health. Is that already calculated in my head? Health? Or do I have to remove 4 health more because I'm wearing that Mephisto's Kiss? Because then I'm down to 11.
You have 4 less health right now. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm down to 11 at this point.
Correct.
Ooh.
I only see 2 damage more.
And yeah, everyone should take a look at their armor and cards and make sure that they're aware of whatever special buffs they may have. Okay. And so I'm going to put this back in the deck on the bottom, shuffle it, and then we're going to draw a new card for Guardsman number 2 because it is now his turn. And he's going to target the nearest enemy, and that attack ignores 2 defense. So in this case, that is Kapuk, but he's going to move to Kapuk's diagonal on the right so as to gain flanking with Guardsman number 1. So he is going to move like this. That is nice, though, because while he's getting flanking with Kapuk, he's now not hitting Alexandra, who has low health.
But he can hit Vanessa.
Oh no. Should be okay.
Was it only for linked ones?
It's a sweep, but he's targeting Kapuk, so that's the center of his attack. So it'd only be the corner 3 around him and not down to Vanessa.
You sure? I mean, it would be 3 linked as well if he hit Kapuk, the one, and then.
True,
and
but then he would be targeting an empty space in order to do that. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just. I think they just mean like he's making a sweep or something. I'm not sure though.
I'm not confident on that either. So
if
I'll let you guys
If
vote.
it was my game, I would have let him attack every. I mean, both Kapuk and Vanessa.
All right, Vanessa, you're getting a hit.
You have my barrier.
That's how I understand it.
All right. So in this case, we're going to roll, but this he now has +2. So now he has a base damage of 3 because he's flanking against Kapuk. Vanessa, he just has a base damage of 1. So that's 4 +3 against Kapuk is 7. So Kapuk's going to get 3 damage and lose an armor.
Because I gave Vanessa minor shield.
Right, I don't take damage from that. I just use up my barrier.
That's right. You can use your barrier. Yeah. So Kapuk now has 3 damage and 1 less armor.
I was trying to figure out if I could pick it up myself, but
I don't know if you can unlock something that I've locked. I think it has to be something you've locked to unlock it. But
gotcha.
How did he get 3 damage?
What was the question?
How did he get 3 damage? Didn't he have 4?
Because
3 defense and 1 armor?
Because he rolled 4, and he
he ignores 2 armor, right? A defense because of his adversary card.
He ignores 2 defense. Oh, I forgot about that, actually. Yeah, so he actually gets 5.
What?
Oh. But then he had to he had to make 9 damage.
He did, because he's flanking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that was a tough attack.
So really, you have 5 damage right now.
Great. So the flank is not based on where I'm facing.
No, it's
No,
just
flanking
based
is
on
always
their-
when you have an ally on the opposite side of the character you're attacking. Then you have flanking. So, for instance,
Gotcha.
if Alexandra would jump behind number 2 next to Adina, then she would have flanking on number 2 because Kapok's exactly on the opposite side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've sorted that out. And it doesn't say to shuffle again, so that is the end of his turn. And now we're on guardsman number 3. Is everyone happy with that?
No.
Can we just skip number 3?
Oblong, do note though that Kapok has 28 health at base, not 25, because of one of
his armor.
Yeah, his armor.
Exactly.
Okay. I need it all, I guess.
All right, so the next card is Vanessa. So guardsman number 3 is targeting Vanessa, and he will move just below the hawk in order to get flanking on Vanessa, who no longer has barrier, which is someone else moved it, right?
I don't know.
Or it moved itself.
It's okay. I don't have it. It's
Yeah.
it's somewhere.
Okay, so he is now flanking Vanessa, and is going to
dear.
do his roll with 3 base damage, plus 2. So that's 5, and Vanessa has a combined sort of defense of 3. So that's only going to be 2 damage plus a loss of armor.
Yes. That is fine with me. I will take that. Yeah.
It's nice of you, but did you have a choice?
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
have a
he had.
card to ignore 2 damage, but
Okay.
I feel like this is not the time to use it.
No, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, so I'm not keeping track of everyone's cards, so if you have ways to mitigate, please speak up.
Yeah, no worries. I
Okay.
didn't want to mitigate this.
Okay. All right, so that is guardsman number 3, and now number 4 is going to draw a card and take his turn. Highest health, and he's going to have +1 dice, which would be green dice in this setting, because green dice are the first dice indicated on their card. So guardsman number 4 is going to move. He won't be able to get flanking, so he'll just move directly in front of Kapok. And then so he will be able to get Vanessa, though, in his sweep attack, per everyone's rules here.
Yeah.
All right, so this is heading towards Kapok and Vanessa, and it has 5 damage total.
Oh.
That's counting his base damage. So Kapok is going to avoid 3 of that, as he still has his 3 base defense. So he is only going to receive 2 damage unless he wants to mitigate somehow.
I'm just looking at my cards now. We had to keep them down.
Keep in mind that only Adina has taken a turn yet, so you can't use the cards in your hand to do anything yet, because you only get them when you activate.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yep. You have to activate in order to draw those and actually get them, but to save time, you all did it in advance, which is good. So Kapuk received 2 damage. It's there, so now he's down to 21 health. And Vanessa received
3 damage and I lose an armor.
3 damage and lose an armor. So it sounds like she does not want to mitigate anything yet.
I can't mitigate anything because I haven't been activated.
There you go. Nice. All right, and
did
you
you
get.
add the die?
Say again.
Did you add the additional die from the adversary card?
Nope, I did not. It was a blank. Just rolled it. You're lucky. Okay, so I'm giving you a 5 now instead of the 2 1s, and I'm taking those away. There you go. Okay, that was Tarpik Guardsman number 4. Attack has +1 dice. Yeah, whoops, I missed that earlier. Okay, so now, per the turn order, we never determined what order the remaining 3 heroes want to go.
I would like to go last, Alexandra, because I need to slay people, and if you do enough damage, I might slay someone to get more base damage, because a base damage of 1 is a bit silly.
Fine with me.
Yeah, she's a bit of a glass
And,
cannon, but only if she starts killing people.
Yeah.
So
Kill stealer.
my advice as a bystander would be to try to focus fire to get somebody low so that she can kill him.
Exactly, but not kill him.
But not kill
That's
him,
the
yes.
difficulty about this.
I would be fine with going first.
Okay, and which character do you have?
That is Vanessa.
All right, Vanessa. So you have the ability to move and attack, and you also have the ability for your hawk to move up to 5 spaces and attack.
And I choose the order, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
In that case, I would like to...
Oh, but you can.
Yeah, I can move 2
yeah.
spaces to begin with, but I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I would like to discard dash to mark a target, marked for death. So I discard my dash. I'm just gonna put it there to mark guardsman number 4, marked for death.
Guardsman number 4 is now marked. Hold on. How do I want to do this? I'm just going to blow that up and stick it on him right on the board. There you go.
Yes. Then I would like to move my hawk to the opposite side of guard number 4
Okay.
to give flanking.
Well, there's method to your madness.
Yeah.
All right.
And before my hawk attacks, I'm going to activate the card Dive so that it's gonna blind him.
Perfect. So you're blinding the enemy.
That card is 1 action point for me. And the hawk will attack guardsman number 4.
Okay. Let me just blow that up and put blind on him as well. So 4 is blind and marked. Your hawk is doing its attack, and let's look at that. So that's 3 green and 1 red. 3 green and 1 red. Okay. And it has no base damage, but in this case, because it's flanking, it gets 2 base damage.
Yes.
Plus these die. Which you rolled 3, 4, 5. Plus 2 for flanking is 7.
Nice.
And then if we look at the guardsmen, they have 18 health, and they have 2 physical defense. So
Yes.
they're going to receive 5 damage.
Yes. And I believe I don't get power for that because Vanessa has to be the one to attack the marked target. That's how I'm reading that.
Yeah, but if you now take your turn with your weapon,
Sure thing.
yeah,
Let me just see here. I would like to. Well, yeah, I would like to attack him with my weapon.
okay. And I just put 5 damage on Guardsman 4's card in the turn tracker. But now Vanessa is planning to attack with her Giant's Bane crossbow using some of her action points. And so she spent 1 action point playing one of her cards. So she's down to 4, but her attack costs 3, so she's fine. And she has a base damage of 3 plus 2 for flanking with her Great Hawk is 5. And then her Giant's Bane crossbow is 4 green die.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh.
You rolled 6. Plus your 5 is 11.
Ooh.
Minus 2 armor is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. This guy is down to 4 health.
Okay, and I get 1 power for that.
Okay, so I will do the health first. So I'll move a 10 up there. And I'm going to swap out the 5 with some 1s. Oops.
Okay. And what is it? What do we get? We get 1 power whenever you attack or slay an enemy. Is attacked or slayed. Okay. I draw 3 cards at the end of my activation, right?
You draw more cards at the beginning of your next activation.
At the beginning of my next activation.
Yeah. And so you just got 1
Anyway.
power, right? You got 1 power for
I
attacking.
got 1 power for attacking that one. Yeah.
Which card would you like that on?
Which card I would like it on? Oh, I pick which of the cards?
Yep.
In that case, I would like to have it on Tenacity.
Tenacity is the bottom one. Okay. And so that is only going to cost you 4 to use. If you look at these utility and ultimate cards, they have a value in the top left. That's how much power it takes to trigger them. But because Adina is here, her passive lowers that cost by 1 for everybody. So Tenacity would only cost 4. All right. And so you still have 3 cards left. Do you want to use your rock to stun a soldier so they don't take the next turn?
I do not have action points for that, but I could get it. So yeah, I'm going to use Stronger Together to give myself 2 extra action points.
Okay.
So I have 3.
Yep.
And then I will throw my rock at Guardsman number 3.
Good.
Guardsman number 3, right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Then I will pay 1 action point to use my consumable adrenaline.
But better not attack Guardsman number 4, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Great.
I did think about it, but I don't think it's that great for me to get that 1 extra power. Okay, maybe I'm not using that right now. I want to move Vanessa right to right above Adina.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my adrenaline to attack 1 more time for free, and I will use that to attack Guardsman number 2.
Okay, And if you just want to delete, actually, I'll delete that card for you. So it's now gone.
Yes.
There we go. So you've used adrenaline. And you're attacking guardsman number 2 and you're getting flanking. Oh, man. Love it. I love it. All right. So you're getting a free attack with that using Giant's Bane crossbow again. You have a base damage of 3, but now 5 because you're flanking and we're rolling 4 green die again.
Yes.
Here we go. Whoa.
In your last attack, you rolled a special.
Yeah, that
Oh.
was wasted because I already blinded him.
Yeah, but you blind him 2 times. Then.
Oh, can you do that?
Yes, I just read it.
Can you read the details of blind to us?
Yeah. The target cannot target allies or enemies on their next activation. Blind adversaries cannot become.
So he can't target anybody. So basically, his next turn is negated. The next 2 turns.
Yes.
Okay. So blind again. Let me just click on that and duplicate it. There we go. So he now has 2 blinds and is still marked on the board. You rolled another 6 without the special. So that's another 11 damage heading towards 2, but that'll translate to 9 damage because of their armor.
Yes.
Sorry. Marked. What does marked do again for you?
Mark just gives me power, but I hadn't marked him.
Okay, so he's not marked, so you're not getting power for that one.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so 9 damage going to number 2. So there's a 5. Okay, so who is taking the next turn?
Kapak, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Would
there
make
anything
sense,
else? Is there anything else you wanted to do, Vanessa?
No, I don't think I can do anything more, actually.
Okay. Yeah, because what's left? Luck of the Night, or ignore 2 damage, and you can't discard that, so it wouldn't really help you. So yeah, it sounds like you're done.
Yep.
And that damage is now over on number 2. Okay. And so Kapak is taking his turn. And he has his cards drawn already.
Yep.
All right. Do you have an idea of how you would like to proceed?
Well, the Jawbreaker, it says it requires melee. Is that just the type of weapon I have? Oh,
Jawbreaker.
it's the last card.
Yeah, you just need a melee weapon to use that card. You have one, so. Fine.
So I could use that. And I've got 3 guys around me right now, so one and give him a Jawbreaker hit.
1? Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, so 1, that card will cost you 1 action point, and you have 5 to start with. So you have 4 left, and then doing your attack will cost 3. So that's a total of 4 of your 5 action points, and then you're just doing an attack on 1, which will also stun them. Did you want to move above Vanessa or Alexandra before you do that to get flanking on 1?
Yeah, before I do that, the shield bash, I could do that too, correct? My utility?
Only if you have 3 power. You have 1 power.
I got you. Okay, so I got to build that one up. Okay. Yeah, let me move. Go ahead and move me so I can get flanking.
Okay. And so I just brought that up as an idea, but you guys may want to discuss the benefits versus the pros versus cons of moving him away from all the mobs, where he may be able to intervene and save damage to other people.
I do not know what that guy is capable of.
Yeah. The point is, I need Kapak where he is standing right now to finish off number 4. I could probably after that attack number 1 or number 2, but I couldn't. I can't flank either of them, so that doesn't make any difference. But it would be good if he would stand there, so I could get 2 base damage to finish off number 4.
Perfect. So
But is number 1 stunned now?
No, he didn't attack him, so he has to attack him as far as I understood.
yeah, we haven't actually attacked him yet, which will stun him. once
Oh,
we do.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe are we allowed to talk about the ideas we have for our turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Except those that haven't activated yet can't talk about what's in their hand because they don't know what's
Okay,
there.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. Okay, all right.
By the way, I would like to interrupt for a moment and I mentioned that it says in the rules that skills that cause status effects do not stack. So I did not blind twice. It only counts as 1.
Okay.
but it's if a target has more than one of the same token, like immobilize 2 above, 1 token.
Yeah, but I only cost blind. I didn't cost blind 2.
Oh, okay.
They don't stack together.
Oh, but you can have blind 1 and blind 2.
Yeah, I guess when you level up or something.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I have enough to challenge them also on my card?
So challenge, spend 3 action points. So no, you only have 1 remaining. Unless you have a card below that gives you more action points.
No, I don't.
Discard 2, refuse his hand. Okay, so you have a couple
Your first
options.
attack, number 2.
You
That is definitely a possibility.
Maybe you even stun him with a weapon.
because you have a card that you
If you
can
use your
also
dog wagon.
discard 2 to refill your hand, which might give you some opportunity. It requires 2 action points to use it. Nah, I think you're stuck with what you originally suggested. But just don't move.
Yep. Okay. So
I was just thinking about 1 second. Sorry. Does the falcon or greater falcon, is it right? The greater hawk. Can I benefit from him for flanking 2 or not?
You can, yeah. You would just have to move
Okay,
to the
yeah.
appropriate spot.
Then I don't need Kapak. I just can use the greater hawk to flank number 4. So you can move wherever you want. Sorry, I forgot about that.
okay, so let's go back and I still got a point. I can move up to 3.
Yep. So you could gain flanking on 1 right now if you wish.
Yeah. Go ahead and flank 1 then.
So Kapak's moving 2 squares to be above Alexandra, and now has flanking with the Greater Hawk on number 1. So he will have 2 extra to his base damage of 3 for 5. Plus he's going to roll 2 red die, which in this case, because it's red die on your card, you get to pick if it's physical damage or magical damage. And the enemy only has armor to physical, so you would want to pick magic. And everything you roll will just bypass their armor.
Beautiful.
So it's 5 plus whatever you roll. So I'll roll that now, which was a single sword and a skull. So that is worth 4 plus your 5. All of which is going to be assigned and bypass his armor. So you've done 9 damage. I think that's the most damage I've seen Kapak put out before. Don't let me forget, that also means that number 1 is stunned. I just got to do that after I put the damage on him.
only if you use Jawbreaker, right?
Yeah, you were still planning on using that?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you move Jawbreaker or flip it like that? You can either move it next to the green deck or just keep it flipped. I wish they had more health indicators that, you know, like just 1 through 10, so you could just grab one. Could probably whip something up for VORPAL myself. This just takes time. 9, 9, and 14. Okay, and then stun, right?
Right.
Okay. Now stun, unlike blind, if you attack a stunned target and they don't die, I believe stun disappears.
And how much?
No, I think that's fear or something.
Yes. Then the target skips the next. Here is identical to stun, except it can move.
Okay. All right. So is that the end of the turn, or do you want to? You have 1 action point left, so you can't throw your rock to stun somebody else. You could taunt the target.
Can I do that at any time, the taunt?
At any time. It doesn't need to be during your turn.
Okay, so I'll just hold tight on that to see what happens.
Okay. And
You can discard one, like take a breather or throw a rock. Get power for your.
Yep. You could also discard that card, get 2 more power, and then your shield bash will be ready to use.
Oh, let's do that. Definitely.
Okay, so you just want to flip your take a breather and move it off to the side, and I will give you 2 more power.
Watch out, you cannot assign damage unless someone is flanked. So if you want to use it, only adjacent target guardsmen that are flanked will get damage assigned because they have bulwark of target.
Okay.
Assign 5 damage to adjacent attackers, but they have, or the target guardsman cannot be assigned damage unless he's being flanked. Oof. All right. But it's a pretty small space, so it should be pretty easy to get flanking in most cases. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so now you have that power. You could get more if you discarded throw a rock, but that wouldn't give you any purpose. You used, I can't remember if you can move, attack, then move again to use your remaining move.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think once you've moved, you've moved.
Yeah, you can
Can
only
I-
move once.
Okay.
Do I get to bank that one unused one?
Can't bank it. It won't carry forward.
You can't be converted to power?
No, not unused move. No.
Okay.
Okay, so that ends Kapuk's turn, and we now are on to Alexandra, who's going to try to kill some people.
Exactly. So first of all, I'm going to discard Sacrifice for 2 power.
Okay, sacrifice, assign 3 damage to self, or an ally gains 3 power. You're going to discard it for 2 power, okay?
Yeah. And I'm going to discard Teamwork for 2 more power. So you can put 1 on, let's see, Bloody. No, I think I stick to leap attack. Just put them all on leap attack.
So you're going to have 4 going on to that?
Yeah, actually I have 5 then because I already got 1. So it's in total
Okay.
should be 5.
I would-
But you can, don't put them there. I will use them immediately. So, let's see.
So if you're going to use 4
Oh,
or
wait,
5,
wait.
you'll be left with 1, so I'll just take 1 away. Okay, so you're going to end up using that, and you've burned 2 of your cards to get that power, and you're
Exactly.
left with 3 cards. Okay.
It
Yeah.
only costs 4 points though, right? 4
Yeah,
power.
exactly. So I have 1 power left.
Yep. So there's still 1 there.
Okay, we can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see it. But, okay, if it's there, it's fine for me. I have 1 power. I just write it down for me so I won't forget, and then it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So then I could normally walk there, but I will jump right in between number 4, number 2, and number 3, please.
Right there. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
So you're going to jump. Boom. Because you want to use leap attack, which place this hero adjacent to a nearby target and attack with +2 dice. And so
Exactly.
your leap attack didn't cost any action points, so it just costed the 4 energy or power. So that's now been moved, which we already discussed, and I'm just explaining this for the purpose of the stream. But Alexandra has 5 action points on her card, but she actually has 6.
Correct.
Due to Mephisto's kiss. So she has the ability to use her chakram and other attacks up to 3 times if she has the power for it, or the action points for it. And so she has 6 right now, and she's just making a leap attack, which adds 2 dice to her chakram attack.
Exactly.
There you go. Okay.
So at this point, I'm willing to attack number 4 with my +2 dice. So I have 4 green dice plus 1 base damage. Hopefully, I can crack.
So you have 1 base damage, but you actually have +2 because you're flanking with the Greater Hawk. So it'll be 3 damage plus your 4 green die.
Yeah. And the guy has 4 health left, correct?
Number 4 has 14 damage of 18 health. Yes.
Yeah. So 4 health left. That means we have 3 base damage. We need to roll at least 3 hits.
Yeah.
And you rolled 4 damage. So that is
That
a total of 7
is
minus
nuts.
his armor of 2 is 5, so he's dead.
Yeah.
All right. So I slayed that guy, which means I immediately get a new activation, leaving me with 6 AP plus the 4 AP I have left from my last activation and moving, correct?
It's a so that's part of your card. For each soul, gain +2 base damage. So because you killed this guy with your chakram, you gain a soul, which you can get up to 2, and that increased your base damage to 3. So let me grab you a 3 and just blow that up a little bit. Boom, and get rid of that 1. So now your base damage has changed.
Get 1 power for slaying.
You get 1 power, so let me pull that down. And where does it say about
The off twin. It's
The off
one of
twin.
her passives. If Alexander slays an enemy, she may immediately make a free activation. This effect may only trigger once per round. So a new activation means I get a new round, correct?
it means
Yeah, but you don't take over unused.
It means you may, make a new activation. So draw
you
up to 3 cards and.
so you get to
Yeah.
draw 2 more cards. So I'm just going to move your gray ones off to the side, and you get to draw 2 new ones.
I clicked twice, maybe. I don't know. I'll try again.
So you have to right click and draw to table.
Yeah. Yeah, I clicked draw to table, but nothing actually happens. Let's see.
Sometimes you got to do it a couple times, I've found.
Not working.
Not
The
working.
counter would go down. I just keep clicking it.
Yeah, my counter doesn't go down either. So
Let me see if it, for whatever reason, is just doing it to me. Yep.
all right, great. And one more, please.
There you go.
Didn't show up yet for me. Ah, there you go. All right. All right. So but I had 4 AP left from my last round. Are they gone now, or?
I think they're gone. I'm trying to find it right now. I believe they go away
Yeah,
when you.
so
Okay, because
you've just activated,
yeah.
so you're just back to your standard 6.
Okay, so can I do something I should have done with my left AP, because I would have stunned Dever if I knew that with my throw a rock.
So you would have thrown the rock if you had known that before attacking that person?
Yeah, exactly.
Fine with me.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay, then I just discard that card too. I need to flip them upside because I can restore 1 discarded card, so I have to see what's in my discard pile before I flip them back. All right. Okay, so Dever is stunned.
Dever is stunned.
Yeah, correct.
Good.
Okay, so losing 2 AP, but that's fine. All right. Let's see, what cards did I get? Unpredictable. Alexandra's next attack assigns 2 damage to an ally within true range. Ouch. I'm sorry for that, guys. Heal self for 4.
So that stun on Daver doesn't count as being attacked, right?
No.
No.
It was before. I received the card after I stunned him, so I have to draw 1 more card, actually, but I can't. Could you please draw another card for me?
Oh, draw 1? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Unpredictable is not a card that stays there, so if you just want to pick an ally right now to give 2 damage to, and then we need to move it.
But next attack assigns 2 damage to an ally within tree range. So
this
it
upcoming
depends
attack.
on where I attack. Maybe there is no ally within range of 3. So
That's true.
let's look at that.
I just want to make sure that we did everything. The only thing that we have not yet done, I think, after you killed number 4, is draw you a loot card. Which, do we want to risk? Do we want to risk me porting in another deck?
No, you can just draw it on the video or on the table.
Yeah.
It's fine
There
for me.
you go.
It's good to read, I think. All right, so I have 6 activation points left.
Okay, I'm just going to give this a quick shuffle. And you drew Greater Power, which is a power potion, and you gain 3 power.
Oh, that's nice.
May the floating purple swirly potion serve you well.
All right, well then, put them on leap attack, I would say, right?
Leap attack, it is. So you're.
Can I use? Yeah.
You have 5. You have 5 again.
Yeah.
And this is a new activation. And so if you plan on using leap attack again, you would use 4 and be down to 1 again. So if you're going to do that, I'm just going to remove 1 instead of giving you all that power.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm. Yeah, it does make sense, right? More dice is more damage. So let's do that. And I will use leap attack to jump between number 1 and number 2, so I can get any flanking bonuses.
You would have to attack number 2, I think.
2 then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. But there is no other way to get any flanking bonuses right now, so that's, I think, the best way to go.
I think can't you just move my hawk actually?
No, I cannot move your hawk.
But you can jump on his field and
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I could also kill. Does it make any difference? Actually, I'm not sure.
Well,
I mean, one is
stunned.
Number 1 is stunned. He can't do anything next turn, so I prefer to kill number 2. All right, so then let's jump between number 1 and number 2.
Okay, hold on. I'm just returning to deck because number 4 is dead. Bottom. Remove from deck. And then delete that one. Okay, so that guy's gone. So you're going where?
Between number 1 and number 2.
Number 1 and number 2. That's a leap attack. So you're getting 2 green die. Yep.
All right. And then I will attack number 2 with 5 base damage and 4 dice. But now I have to choose someone I assign 2 damage to. And I'm sorry, Kapak, but I think
I can take it.
you can take it, exactly. So I assign 2 damage to Kapak.
Perfect.
And
So
this card is discarded.
He's now at 10 damage, which I'm going to port over there. And I'm going to move the other ones away. Okay. And so that card you moved away, and Kapak took his damage, and now you're doing your attack?
Now I'm doing my attack, correct.
On number 2, which is your 4
On
green
number 2.
die, with your 3 base damage, plus 2 for flanking is 5.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, all right. The other thing you also have is your tranquilizer, so you could stun somebody as well at some point.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And you rolled 5, plus your
That
5 is 10.
10 minus 2 for his armor, so he gets 8.
8,
Which means he's up to 17 damage. Correct?
correct, so he's 1 away from dead.
Oh,
Okay, so then I will use my claw, which is free, if I use it immediately after an attack. And I attack him with 1 more red die. Does that count for a slay? Or does the slay, or is the slay to be made with the chakrams to get the soul?
So leap is just you leaping, but then you're making an attack for free. With not for free, sorry. You're making a basic attack with your chakram. So leap isn't the attack.
Right.
It's just you
okay.
jumping there and adding the plus 2 dice. So you really attacked with your chakram. And then claw. This attack is free if activated immediately after attacking an adjacent target. So you just get to roll 1 red die against him.
Correct, but if I slay an enemy with claw, will I still get that 1 soul?
Yes, because you slayed
All
him.
right.
Oh, wait, hold on.
All right.
Friend, Sinister Chakram on slay, right, because that's with that weapon. Claw, this attack is free. No, I don't think so.
Okay, then I will try to do... I did my leap attack, right?
You did?
So I have 1 more attack. Is that correct? With my chakram.
Your
With frenzy, you can attack as many times.
Okay, Frenzy says I can attack as many times as I want. Okay, so then I will use my Sinister Chakrams again to attack number 2. Because I want to get that soul.
Yep, and that will leave you with 2 action points left after that.
With 4, actually. I didn't use any action points.
Your first attack, leap attack plus sinister checkpoints is 2.
Okay, leap attack is also an attack. Yeah, then it's correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Leaves me with 2. Oh, correct, sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're rolling the green die again.
And you have your hellfire left, so you have
And-
life steal.
You rolled 3 plus the 5 is 8. And
Okay, he's gone.
so he's gone.
Okay, then I get base damage of 5. Oh, I thought the Hellfire Lantern only was for allies, not for me. Or am I included with allies?
All vampire allies.
Okay,
that's a good question.
yeah.
Okay.
Does allies include me or not? I'm not sure.
I do not know. I will see if I can find it in the book.
Great.
My intuition would say it does not apply to you, but we'll see.
Mine too.
We'll see what the book says. So 2 is now dead. Let me just unlock him and remove him from the deck and discard him. So he's gone. And remove him from the board. And you get to draw another loot, which is a consumable. Draw one consumable. And the card says, I always drink random stuff I find on a guy I just killed.
Okay.
Which is kind of fitting with Alexander's personality, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
So drawing one consumable, let me just quickly shuffle that deck. Courage in a bottle. Gain 2 armor and heal self for 5.
Yeah, okay. Let's just. Yeah, I don't know if I healed myself with the Hellfire Lantern. I don't think so. But if that's clarified, I think if I will use that item right now or not.
And now we got another question for Waller.
Okay, so that's your item. I'm just going to leave it there so you can see it. And you still have a whole bunch of damage. So you're suggesting you want to use that right away?
No, yeah, the question is whether Hellfire Lantern should have healed me or not. I would say no, just to so
Correct.
we can go on now.
Yeah,
Sure
which-
thing.
Yeah, so I would say just use that courage in a bottle, heal me for 5, and then I'll take the 2 armor.
There's the 2 armor. And I'm going to take
Great.
5 damage away.
That's very nice of you. Thank you.
And that is now used.
So, all right. So I will use Claw now because it doesn't cost any AP because it's right after an attack. Correct? And I
yes, but
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
But before you do anything, let's quickly change out your
Increase
3
the base damage.
for a. Actually, I'll just put 3 there, and I'll bring over the 2. So now you have 5 total. Okay.
Nice.
And so you have 2 souls, and the other thing is you killed somebody, so don't you gain a power for that?
Yeah, I do gain power for that.
Okay, so you get 1 power to leap attack for killing that guy. And that's everything, right?
Yeah, well, that's right for now. So I will use my claw and attack number 1 because he's standing right next to me. Yeah.
Okay. And
So just 1 red die plus 5 base damage.
okay. And so yeah, you could get flanking on this if you want, because you haven't actually moved this turn. You leapt as part of an attack. So you could move
That's true.
and then attack again with your remaining AP. You could displace the hawk if you wanted. And I think you actually have 2 AP left to just do a full-blown attack if you want as well.
Yeah, that's true. But I won't, because the idea is to use my movement to move to number 3, take my hammer and stun that guy, and then attack it in case I can kill number 1 just with my 1 red die. I don't know
Okay.
if that's possible, but maybe if I roll a skull, it's 8 damage. No, it won't be enough.
So you only get the damage that comes from the 1 red die in this case. Your weapon damage and base damage doesn't apply.
Ah, okay. Base damage does not apply. Yeah, well, then let's exchange places with the hawk.
Okay. Which likely still won't kill him because the max you'll get is 5 damage with a skull plus the flanking. So that also still won't kill him, but he'll be 4 away. That's best case scenario.
Yeah.
None
But
of
I
these-
still have 2 action points for another attack, so I could do another attack.
You got it. All right. So you're moving to take place of the hawk.
Yeah.
Where would you like the hawk to go?
Vanessa, where do you like your hawk to go?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, then just put it next to where Alexandra is standing now. So if I don't kill him, Kapak is able to flank him with 1 step Or you can just stay there. It doesn't matter. Just put him anywhere.
My hawk has 5 movement.
Yeah. He can
5
move around the
speed,
complete table.
and
Yeah.
it's flying. It's
Perfect. All right, so the hawk's there. You're now rolling 1 red die to take advantage of claw because you just made an attack, and it's now free to do so. But you're flanking because you took the position of the hawk with Kapak. So it's 1 red die plus 2 base damage for flanking. And you rolled a skull. So that is 5.
Very nice. -2 is 3. Or is it assigned damage? No.
It's assigned because it's red.
Oh, okay.
Because it would just be magical armor in this instance, or magical defense that you're bypassing. So he only has 4 health left, and you have 2 action points left to make an attack if you so wish.
Yeah, let's finish him off.
Okay. And so you're using your last.
Wait a second. Oh no, remove all souls. That's not. No. I won't do that. All right.
So you're making an attack?
Yeah, I'm just making an attack. Sorry.
Okay, so you have your base damage of 5 plus 2 for flanking is 7.
2 dice.
And 7 minus 2 is 5. So you've already killed him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I'll roll just for fun to see what you get. And that was a shitty roll. I'm glad we got it out of my system. You only rolled 2.
Okay. But yeah.
All right,
fine.
so he's dead. You don't get any more souls because you max out at 2.
Correct. But I get 1 power and 1 loot.
But you do get 1 power. And that means your leap attack is almost ready again. And that was guardsman number 1. So let me remove from deck and unlock him and delete him. Oops.
I think that's called a turn right there.
Yeah, that was a huge turn. And let me get rid of the stun token and get rid of 1. So Alexandra, when the team uses her strategically, is very strong.
Yeah. But Vanessa's damage was also pretty high, also Kapak, so we also had a good roll.
Yeah,
honestly.
we had some good rolls. Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
Now I get a loot card.
You also could discard something to make sure you have power to do leap attack again.
I can do that at the start of my turn, right?
Yep.
I mean, I can discard one. Let me just check.
the first thing that happens on the start of your turn is that you draw up to 3 cards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then just drop first aid. I mean, come on, we have a healer here, so.
Okay, so first aid is gone. And now you have 2 more power, so you have 5 power.
Correct. And I will use a leap attack. Oh no, I can't. Okay.
I would like to say that the stun is still on guardsman number 1.
But he's dead.
Oh, he's dead?
So it's moved on my screen, but apparently not yours.
Fair enough.
correct.
Fair enough. And I didn't find I didn't find ally being defined anywhere in the rulebook, but but I've got a card called Stronger Together that says gain 2 AP or an ally gains 2 AP. So it does seem like they make the distinction.
Yeah, I think so too.
And you got
5 gold.
So
Nice.
why don't you pocket that and buy yourself something nice later today?
Yeah, time for a Coke.
Okay, so I believe that now ends the entire turn tracker for the first round, and Alexandra just went Harley Quinn and killed a whole bunch of people. So now it would trigger Adina, which feels like
If
a
we
lifetime
don't
ago
wanna
that she had a
switch.
turn.
Right?
Get him, Medina, get him.
Okay. How much health has number 3 left?
was the question? I couldn't hear you.
How much health does guardsman number 3 have?
He has full health.
Oh, okay.
18. Your staff does magical damage, and you can hit him from 2 spaces away because it has a range of 2. So you don't actually have to get adjacent to him. And you will bypass his armor. So on a perfect roll, you would do your base damage plus up to 6.
Yeah, or I just exhaust. Play him immediately.
Exactly, that was what I was going
right.
to say. You can just eliminate him. You could also just eliminate Dever, but I don't think you're fast enough, right? Are you? Oh, you have dash.
Sure.
You could. You could use dash and just kill Dever in 1 turn.
That's the question. Can I really hit Dever?
I think so.
He is a vampire.
He's just a
He's
vampire.
not. Yeah.
Yep, he's a vampire. You could
Doesn't,
eliminate him in 1 hit.
Okay. Yeah.
But you won't gain loot.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, okay.
What's your speed? 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You don't even need dash. Sorry, I was. Yeah.
No, and he also only needs to be 2 spaces away, so he can just
Exactly.
be... Yeah.
It would be very satisfying.
It would.
Okay. Yeah, then I move to Dever and pay him.
Okay, so you want to move within range 2 of Daver to spend 3 all of your action points, all 5. Does Adina have 5? Yep. To exhaust Fist of the Heavens to instantly slay a vampire, which he is, but you won't draw loot or gain experience. So do you want to be right beside him or just 2 away? Or do you care?
I guess I can just stay here.
You want to go right there, right here?
Right between Alexandra and Vanessa.
Is that right? Were you on her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you are, yes, 1, 2 spaces away. And then you're exhausting that card. So exhausting your flail, you just right-click it. I'm going to unlock this. You just right-click it and then rotate it. And I'll let you do that. Whoops, I did Kapox. Hold on.
Also,
there, now you can do
draw 2 cards. You also have to discard 2 cards.
All right.
Right?
it. Yeah, you have to discard 2 cards from your hand.
I don't have dash.
It's slightly expensive.
It is, but it's pretty powerful when you think you can just hit out a boss, you know? I mean, Dever is... at this point, he's not that hard anymore, but he is still pretty hard to
Could have
defeat, so-
technically started out the combat in the first turn with just Adina walking up and one-shotting the mini-boss.
That's true, but he's still attacked, right? So we still have an activation of a target, right? Oh, no.
I don't think he's
Just
attacked.
late.
Okay, yeah, okay then. It's fine.
Okay, so he's dead. So I'm going to remove him from the table. And remove his stun token from the table. And now he's dead. Hopefully that populates. There we go. You don't gain anything from that. You're out of action points. So all you can do is maybe discard some cards right now if you want.
I used that preservation for 2 HP. And
Okay.
then I can throw a rock.
So you gained 2 action points by using self-preservation, and now you want to throw a rock, which costs 2. You have to be within 3 range of a soldier to stun them, and you are 1, 2 away.
He's already stunned, though.
Oh, yeah, right.
So it
Okay, doesn't make any sense.
doesn't do anything.
No, number 3 isn't. Or is he?
He is
I
stunned.
couldn't-
There's some
Yes.
token on it.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a pretty small stun.
Okay, then.
Sorry, how's that?
Perfect.
That's better.
But I did not inflict any damage, right?
No, you didn't.
So I would refill my hand.
Wow.
At the end. So then I can use, or I discard 4 work to get 2 power for my chain healing.
Okay. So you now have
I have
5.
5. And I can. Oh, okay, Alexander.
Yeah, you can heal. You can heal Vanessa immediately.
Yes.
Up to full.
Yeah, and I've taken the whole damage, haven't I? No, I've taken 5 damage. Oh.
Okay, then I use. Yeah,
You
here,
could also
maybe-
heal Kapak, who has already 10 damage, but forget about that. He's a tough guy. He can live with it.
I can take it. I got to heal.
Yeah, I heal Vanessa.
Yeah.
So you're going to heal Vanessa, and she is linked to you, so you can heal her. And Vanessa has 5 damage, so that will be eliminated. And
I feel so protected.
And that would use all of your power for chain healing, because it's only going to cost you 5, and you have 5 power. So I'll take that away. Okay, but now you refill your hand because you didn't cause any damage, and you can draw up to 3 cards.
All right.
Is that drawing for you? Or did it glitch out and do I have to do it? Here, let me. There's one. Here's a second. And here's your last card. There
I
you go.
guess I have to reconnect.
I don't know if you guys are going to survive this one.
Yeah, it's a
Gonna be
tough one.
You got really lucky with some rolls early on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
also
we
a
did.
pretty small fights. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. If it wasn't for Kapuk's roll, Alexandra never would have killed anybody.
And it was Vanessa's role that made it easy for me to kill everybody. So Vanessa prepared pretty well. Kapak prepared number 1. So that's true. But I think the most damage done beforehand was really Vanessa. She also had really good rolls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just opening the app again here.
By the way, do you know if consumables, do they return after the scenario? Like, do
No.
you still have them, or are they literally one use?
One use.
But you can take them to the next encounter.
If you didn't use them, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, my screen went white. Am I the only one, or?
No,
Pushing data.
my phone disconnected, so I'm just bringing the assets back in right now.
Ah, okay.
Cross your
Alright.
fingers, because there's 200 of them. We'll see if it heals it.
I mean,
Yeah.
if not, I think it's a win for our side. But looks good.
Okay, so taking that into consideration, we did spend quite a lot of resources for a small fight.
Yeah, but Adina is back to where we left her because she has again dash on her hands, and
Yeah, so in the grand scheme of things, when you're thinking about this as a big campaign game, where, making strategic moves to get loot out of an encounter, instead of hitting that enemy, maybe I want to run over to that chest and open it because I'll get something valuable, is something that you really got to think about. And do I really want to use this item in this fight because I don't know what the next fight is going to look like? So, yeah. It certainly complicates your decision making process. Okay,
I did
so
just roll out.
I think we're back.
Yep.
So you drew a
What
new
happened to
hand.
my hand? Yeah, all the cards I already had.
It's the same cards.
Yeah, okay.
Oops.
Famous last words.
Well, I don't remember you using rebirth and stuff. Did you discard that earlier?
Yeah, I discarded them. Yeah.
And so I don't think you
Um,
used self-preservation. You hadn't used throw a rock, and you hadn't used blessed aid.
Yes,
Dash
I
was gone.
discarded that.
Burst healing. Did you ever have that?
I had that on my hand. Yeah.
So you can have more than one copy of a card, I believe, in your hand. So it may be that you just drew. That's what we drew.
Yes, I discarded that one as well.
Is that what was left?
Did I have dash?
So I'm going to draw you 2 cards, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing that pop up.
Yeah, I can see them again. No, I don't see.
Okay. I mean, if we go on already, I think the game will be over in
Yeah.
pretty short time. So
It doesn't matter what I draw.
Yeah. And so that's the end of Adina's turn, I think, unless you
Yeah.
have something you want to do.
Oh.
Okay. And so that would then trigger the guardsman's turn, but he's still stunned from the first round, so that'll just remove that, but he doesn't actually do anything. And so now it is Kapak's turn, I think.
we
Yeah,
can
it's
decide on it, right?
Oh, yes, it's a new
Right.
round, so we can
Right.
decide on the turn order.
I'm ready to take a new turn. I did pick my cards.
Okay, so who's going?
That's Vanessa. If that's okay.
That's
Yeah.
fine. It's
Um,
not going to take much.
So Vanessa's going to go. She just needs 1 new card, so I'm going to draw that to your hand.
I did draw cards.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm
let
ready.
let me just return that to the top of the deck then. There we go.
Okay, so I would like my hawk to go to the spot besides the guardsman,
Yep.
all down in the bottom, and
Okay.
attack.
And your hawk will attack for 3 green and 1 red without any flanking.
Yes.
Jeez. Powerful hawk.
Yeah. It is.
And your hawk did 5 damage minus the guard's 2 defense.
Gosh.
So 3.
Yes. Yes. Then I would like to move Vanessa up besides Kapak, up in the top of the board.
Okay, so you're using your 2 free activation movements, and then
No, I'm just using my normal 5 speed.
Okay. that
to-
gets
to
you
move.
there.
Yeah. And then I would like to make a range attack, also using my precision. So I assign damage with my range attack.
So you are using precision, which requires 2 action points, which will assign the damage. So you bypass the armor, but then you are.
No, wait,
rolling-
can I even do that? Target guardsman cannot be assigned damage unless he's being flanked. I can't do that.
Ah, you're right.
So it doesn't even matter. Whatever, I'm just going to attack. It's it doesn't matter at this point.
Okay, so you're just going to attack for 3 action points.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to roll 4 green die and have a base damage of 3.
Yes.
And you applied blind to him and caused 5 damage with your base damage, so he's only going to get 3 damage from that.
Yes. And that is my turn. I don't want to do anything more.
Okay, so he has 6 damage, so he has 12 health left. And who would like to go next of Kapuk and Alexandra?
I think Kapak should go.
All right, Kapak.
How
right.
would I otherwise get the loot, right?
I guess these are my 2 new cards. I haven't flipped them.
All right, you can go ahead and flip them.
What did I get? Okay. All right. I think he's going down. Oh, we can activate the is that what select a creature?
Yep, so you can trigger Vanessa to have a free attack. Actually, sorry, no, I don't know if a creature in the book is the same as a
Companion?
creature companion.
Could be.
On the Greta-Hawk's card.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is a creature. It is a creature. Yep,
Yes.
so you can do that.
You can activate my hawk, which is pretty strong.
And that would leave you still with 3 action points to make an attack yourself if you can get all the way down there.
I can. So I can move 3 and use my dash to get right on him with a melee.
Okay, so I'll move you down so you're right on top of them. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay. So you're down there, and now you have the ability to do your attack with Serpent's Flail and trigger the Hawk. So why don't we do the Hawk first, because I already have the dice right there for it. So the Hawk does, what was it, 3 green and 1 red? So 4 minus 2 is 2. So now up to 8 damage. So 10 health left. And now you are left with a bunch of cards that won't really help you much, other than
The
maybe
shield I'm 1 short on.
that only
Oh,
that only
it's
works
only
when someone's attacking you or
Yes.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, so you can just make a standard attack now with yours, your
Okay.
weapon.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so 2 red die, which will bypass the armor, because you can just make it magical. A magical attack. Which was 2, plus your base damage of 3 is 5. So he's down to 3 health left. Which will make Alexandra very happy.
Yes, it does. But I need help with drawing. I during Kapak's turn, I was able to draw exactly 1 card.
All right, there's the 1 card. Here is your next card. Once it loads.
Oh wait, I got punched too. How many points did I have left?
You had 2 left,
Zero.
but punch
Yeah, I can punch it too.
punch only rolls 1 green die, and the best you
So
can
use
get on that is
domination.
2 damage, and he has 2 armor, so it won't do
Okay.
anything to him. Yeah.
I got you. Thank you.
What?
Oh,
It's magic.
Somebody's getting handsy. Let me lock
All right.
that. My bad. All right, there's your 5 cards.
Okay, I only see 4 of them, but I don't know what the last is. I see
How about-
Disembowel now, but one is
So
missing.
the last one is Vampire's Bite. It's free to use, and it allows you to assign 3 damage to an adjacent human target and heal yourself for 3.
Yeah, well, I can't even assign, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's do this quick, since I have to go right now. But before I drop the mic, I leap attack next to Kapak to attack number 3 with 4 dice.
Okay.
And
so
if I'm not able to slay him with my 4 dice and my disappeared 5 base damage, I would play Disembowel to slay him after he's down to less than half his health.
okay.
So
The reason why
Just draw
everything
4 dice.
the reason why everything disappeared is because I used a hotkey, and so in the future
Yeah.
we will not use any hotkeys ever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
right.
you have 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay.
Minus
Now I can
his
put my hand card.
2 is 5 damage, so I believe you killed him.
All right.
Nice.
Very nice. Thank you. I would like to see the loot before I have to drop the mic.
Now show me the money.
You got
Correct.
a gold
Show me
chest.
what we got there.
So gold chest made that impressive kill all the more rewarding, didn't it? Gained 2
Yeah.
gold.
Nice. So it's 5 coins. I'm a what? How do you say that? I'm a polite and gentle person. I would like to share my gold to everyone, so everybody gets 2 gold from me, and we leave the party with everyone 2 gold in their bag.
Yay.
Nice.
And they lived happily ever after.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys for the great round. I'm sorry I have to leave this early. I would love to do the recap with you, but I have to go at this point. So have a nice day. Thanks for the great game. I think VORPAL will evolve a little bit, so we can use it much better, but it went pretty well
100%.
after a while.
Do you want to hear the
Sure
4
thing.
quick paragraphs before you leave?
I don't have time, sorry.
Sure. You can
Our
check it
guest
out on
already
YouTube.
answered. I will. Thanks a lot. Later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so this now triggers the next part of the narrative, Daver's demise. So as the last of the guards fell, Alexander realized Daver was somehow still alive, attempting to crawl behind his desk and leaving a generous trail of blood behind him. You fed well today, Daver. How serendipitous that you would indulge during what has now become your last meal. Daver turned on his back and propped himself up against the wall behind his desk, beside his desk. The council will kill you for this, Alexander. They'll strip you of your wards and hold you under the sun until there is nothing left of you but sand and ash. I'm playing the long game, Daver, Alexander said as he knelt beside him. The council has already proven it lacks foresight, so I must have it for them. Alexander then slammed his fist into the floor of the office, retrieving a long shard of wood, which he then drove into Daver's chest. Daver squealed and flailed for a few moments before finally dying. And then the word Sunder box that summarizes that says, Alexander kills Daver. Way to end the demo early.
Yeah.
And so the rewards for this encounter are that each party member receives 20 experience, and you get to choose one of the following 3 equipment cards. One is Daver's ridiculous coat that has one armor that chinks away, and you can discard 1 card to heal yourself for 2 using that armor. The other is a council signet ring, and this hero has +3 to all tests while not in an encounter, so helpful when managing narrative decision points or test points. And this hero also gains +1 perception, which may be helpful when entering an encounter. Or you could draw Nair Bloodbane, which looks like a dagger, and it allows you the ability Frenzy. And on each special symbol roll on the die, it actually counts as a skull. And you get to roll 3 green die and 1 red die. That's a pretty strong weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually better than the chakram. Like, that would be excellent for Alexandra. That's probably what I would vote if I was one of the 4 of you.
Well, perception is Vanessa's stat to determine base damage.
Yep, but you would have to get rid of your bow in order to use it.
Huh. For the signet ring thing.
Oh, for the signet ring, yes. You could get the ring, which will increase your perception. And perception allows you to maybe avoid a trap in an encounter, or perhaps
Perhaps raise my damage if I get enough of it.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah.
So that counts as an accessory? The ring?
That would be a accessory. So it would.
Oh.
It
I wouldn't
would-
even be able to have it then.
Well, you would maybe just
Replace?
potentially. Does she have an accessory slot?
No, she does not.
Armor,
Oh,
weapon. So you could forego your helmet and carry a second weapon, like a melee weapon.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
don't see the
interesting.
point in that.
Yeah, that's interesting. So it
Okay.
looks like that dagger would be probably the nicest option for the group as a whole.
Very possible.
And then what happens is the party has earned the Vanessa's Vengeance title.
Yeah.
And then it says if you have a mage with you, you do a particular roll. Or if you have Vanessa, she has a skill check for spirit. And looking at Vanessa's card here,
I've got 5 spirit.
she's got 5 spirit. So using 2d6, if you add 2d6 on the top left of the screen and roll them and get 10 or better, something may happen here.
And I did. I got 13 total.
13.
Total. Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Oh.
15.
And so we would just continue. So while Alexander collected Davor's rings, Vanessa walked to the front of the vampire's desk and placed her hand on some of the runes that adorned its surface. She whispered the word Takar and waited for a few moments before walking away in frustration. Vanessa forgets the face of her father.
Oh. What?
I guess that's the name that she whispered, but she couldn't remember what he looked like. And with that failure, your demo has ended. However, if you had have met that spirit check of 15, we would have got Vanessa's secret. And that says, while Alexander collected Davor's rings, Vanessa walked to the front of the vampire's desk and placed her hand on some of the runes that adorned its surface. She whispered the word Takar, and the runes briefly glowed a whitish blue before becoming dark once more. When the last of the light faded, the desk made a noticeable clicking sound, and a hidden drawer opened on its side. Alexander raised an eyebrow at the entire affair as Vanessa emptied the drawer of its contents, a small smile on her face. Vanessa opens a secret stash with swirly magic, is the word Sunder there, which gained the party 5 gold, Vanessa 10 experience, and she also gets to choose one of the following 2 options, either 2 loot cards or 1 consumable.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
And what would Vanessa prefer, 2 loot cards or 1 consumable?
I mean, I didn't succeed.
All right, so we'll never know.
We'll never know what she would have done.
And then it said, Davor was kind of the only game in town for demo quest givers, and because we killed him, our adventure is now over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fitting though, since Alexandra left.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was it. So actually, I think, once we turned off webcams and had everything set up, that actually went relatively smoothly.
Just don't use hotkeys and everything is okay.
Yeah.
No hotkeys. In the future, I will never bring that up.
Yeah, that was much easier than Oathsworn on tabletop, for
Oh
sure.
my goodness. Yeah.
God.
That was very glitchy.
Yeah.
So that was great. Thanks guys for playing.
Thanks for hosting.
Thank you for
I'll
the
share
session.
I'll share the link to stream number 2 in case you want to watch. There may be seats, so if you want to play again, just message me, and because I'm happy to just manage like this again. That's fun for me. So there may be some seats available if you want to continue in a little bit.
could be up for that, but not if it's in. not if it's at 2 p.m. That's a bit late.
Okay.
So I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not up for it. That's yeah.
Yeah, let me confirm who for sure is in on that in the next few minutes and what time, the earliest time everyone's comfortable starting. Because I would prefer sooner rather than later myself as well.
Yes, same here. It's almost evening, and I gotta get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, is that you, Freck?
No, that's me, Fluff.
Oh, Fluff. Okay, yeah, perfect. So Fluff, I will message you after I hear from the other parties at
Sure thing.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
You
Thanks,
too.
Andrew.
No worries.
Bye.
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 Bye.